Hello guys! If I got you rage baited by my title and thumbnail, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to irritate anyone with that title. I am just one of the few that really enjoyed the Persuasion movie with Dakota Johnson. I don't know guys, I just thought it was such a unique take on it and I really enjoyed the comedic aspect of it. But I do know the community around the Jane Austen and Persuasion especially thought it did not do it justice. And of course, I want to find out for myself what the book is like. I know it's definitely much different, much sadder. I myself am a very, how to say it, sad girl, sad thought daughter, if I can say that. So I do think this book will resonate with me. So of course, when I saw the special edition by Macmillan, I had to get it because I do think I will love this book. It is the cutest little book. It's like a pocket book, so it's tiny, but it's also the prettiest shade of blue. I just think it's so adorable and I just had to get it, guys. I just had to. So let's get started and let's see what I think of this book. And let's hope it doesn't disappoint me. One thing about getting a pocket book, a tiny book, is that the words are very tiny as well. Oh wow, I'm almost done with chapter 2 and I still don't know the main character. I'm guessing we will get to know her more in chapter 2, and chapter 1 is more of a prologue, getting to know the family, because that's what's happening right now. We're just kind of getting to know who is who's the favorite daughter, who's the oldest daughter, and who is the heir to the family's home. You know when your mind is way too hyperactive and you can't really concentrate on what you're doing, and especially when you're reading? Yeah, that's happening to me right now. So I am fortunate enough that I just started my free trial on Audible, and Persuasion is available on Audible, so I am going to put it on my headphones and listen to the audiobook while I clean because... Okay, yes, it's dirty. Yes, we haven't cleaned today. Sue me. So, without further ado, am I right? As I thought, chapter 1, we have covered a brief history of the Elliot family, being Sir William Elliot and his 3 daughters, Elizabeth, Mary, and Anne. Elizabeth being the oldest, Anne being the youngest, and Mary is the only married one, married to Charles Musgrove, where she moved nearby after the marriage. We also find out that because of some interesting spending habits of Sir William Elliot, they are now going into debt. So they have to go and stay in Bath at a different place and let their own house in Kellynch Hall to other people. The other people they let the house to are Admiral Croft and Mrs. Croft. Mrs. Croft being the sister of a man that Anne has loved for the past 8 years. Yeah, so basically 8 years prior to this action that the book is taking place in, Anne was dating and engaged to Frederick Wentworth. However, he was of a lower social standing and not as wealthy as her basically, and she was persuaded by a close family friend to not marry him because she can do much better. They don't want her to end up poor and all of that. So she has broken off the engagement. However, she has still those feelings to this day. So this is a story of a long affection, unrequited love. Soon after, the family decides to go to Bath. Anne has to go to her sister Mary instead because Mary is feeling very ill and has requested her presence to help her. And by some unforeseen circumstances, Captain Frederick Wentworth is also at the same place, a different house, but like in the same area. And so they are forced to be in each other's company, interact with each other. Oh my gosh, I can see why people love this book so much because I am already living it and I'm not even 100 pages in. I just know this is going to be so, so beautiful. Don't even get me started. I love Anne. This love is just so, so dear to me. I don't know why, but I can already tell. I can already tell I'm gonna love this book. After an accident one of Mary's children had, Anne has decided that she will take care of him and basically miss out on the events that are happening at the Musgroves house. Musgroves is the family of Charles, include Louisa and Henrietta, younger girls. Anyway, as a result of that, she doesn't have as much opportunity to interact with Wentworth, which was her plan all along because she felt like he doesn't really want to talk to her and she still is in love with him, so it's quite painful for her to witness him interacting with everyone else and seeing him happy and all of that. And he is treating her with very cold manners, that he doesn't really want to speak to her. He's treating her like a stranger, but a stranger that he doesn't really want to know. So yeah, that is very painful for Anne, and quite understandably so. And then for some reason, they all decide to go to Lyme because there is a friend of Captain Wentworth's that is staying there for the winter. So they all decide to go. Louisa, Henrietta, Mary, Charles, and Anne. Oh yeah, Louisa and Henrietta were kind of flirting with Wentworth, and now that flirtation is only going ahead with Louisa because Henrietta is crashing on someone else. But it's quite painful to witness it from Anne's perspective because obviously she doesn't want Wentworth to be talking to someone else, and she has witnessed one of the conversations between them, and it was about the Elliot pride, which obviously they were talking about it in not the most positive way, not as a positive trait of theirs. So yeah. How I think it's happening. What is so refreshing about Jane Austen novels is that the main characters are always in their 20s, nearing their 30s. I think Anne is 27 in this book, which I think is such a good age for a female protagonist, especially for young women. I feel like that's an age that we are made to see as like this old age when we're younger, when it is still so young. And that is what I really appreciate. We can really observe that youthfulness, but also the knowledge that comes with age after 20. This book, I think, is the most melancholy of Jane Austen novels, and I really enjoyed that. It is also full of sarcastic wit, as any Jane Austen novel is, really. And it was just filled with so much tenderness, so much longing, so much yearning. Oh my gosh, like we were thrust into Anne's sorrow and her longing to her past love. We were kind of stuck in between past and future, past and present. It was so very interesting to experience Anne's emotions and how she views the world and how she views romance and how she views societal expectations. As we always do in Jane Austen novels, we always get a lot of social commentary, which it always hits. So I did really enjoy this novel. But coming back to my introduction, do I feel like this book is better than the movie or the movie is better than the book? I don't. I don't think any one of them is better than the other because I kind of view them as two separate entities. I really like how Netflix took a more unique approach to the adaptation and kind of made it its own thing, its own kind of story, and I loved how witty and sarcastic and insightful and, I don't know, just ironic Anne's character was in the movie, whereas in the book she is definitely more melancholy, but I do appreciate that as well. It just just reads like a different type of story, even though it follows the same plot line. Basically, it's the same things. There isn't many differences from the book except for how we are receiving the story. I think I will give this book 4.5 stars. I really wish we had just the teeniest bit more of the love story between Captain Wentworth and Anne. I feel like we were kind of robbed of more romance. It was very short, and I think we could have used a little bit more of interactions between them. But also from the other side, I do see how that would maybe lessen the longing and the yearning. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of undecided, but I did really enjoy it, and it was really easy to read as well. I think I will be rereading this sometime in the future. I really want to delve even deeper into this story and into these characters. I really want to appreciate every little bit of this. So maybe I will take even longer and just try to completely immerse myself into the book and see what I've missed during my first read. But for this video, I think this will have to be it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really liked to read this book. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!